Right now, while you are watching this, your ex is on the phone with your mutual friends rewriting history. I know because I am a narcissist, and I am about to walk you through every single move I make after you leave, and more importantly, the fatal weakness in each one that lets you win. Stay with me, because what I reveal in the next 10 minutes could save you from going back. I feel this rage building in my chest, but it is not the hot, explosive kind. It is cold, calculated. This is the rage that plans. This is the rage that wins. You think you left me, but here is what you do not understand. Nobody leaves me. I decide when it is over. I control the narrative. I control you. And if you think changing your locks and blocking me on Instagram means you are free, you are about to learn exactly how wrong you are. Let me walk you through what happens next. Consider this your education, because I have done this before, and I will do it again. And by the time I am finished, you will come crawling back, or you will be so destroyed that everyone will see you the way I always knew you were. Broken, crazy, unstable, unworthy of love. Either way, I win. The first 48 hours after you left, I did not sleep. Not because I missed you, because I was working. You probably think I am sitting here devastated, crying into a bottle of whiskey, scrolling through old photos. Wrong. I am on the phone. I am texting. I am rewriting history in real time. Our mutual friend Jessica? I called her 2 hours after you walked out. I used that voice, the soft, vulnerable tone that makes people want to save me. I told her I am confused. I told her you just snapped out of nowhere, that I have been walking on eggshells for months, that I think you might be having some kind of breakdown. I mentioned, very carefully, that your mother has anxiety issues. I planted the seed. Jessica will water it. Your coworker, Amanda? I sent her a message. Just checking in. I heard things have been tough. I am worried. I framed it like I am the concerned ex who still cares. Amanda does not know you well enough to see through it. She will tell other people at your office that I seem like a really good guy. When you inevitably vent about me, they will already have a counter-narrative. They will think you are being dramatic. I called my mother. I told her you left me. I cried. Real tears, because I have trained myself to cry on command. I told her I gave you everything. My mother will tell her friends. Her friends will tell their daughters. The story will spread. I am the good man who got blindsided by the unstable woman. This is not grief. This is warfare. And the first battle is always perception. You are probably telling your version to your best friend right now, listing all the things I did. But it does not matter if I have already positioned you as unreliable. When people hear your story, they will filter it through the version I planted first. They will think you are exaggerating. I learned this a long time ago. Whoever controls the narrative controls reality, and I just seized control of yours. For the next 2 weeks, I will go completely silent. No calls, no texts, no drunk messages at 2 in the morning. Nothing. This is the hardest part for me. Not because I miss you, but because I am starving. You were my supply. You gave me attention, validation, someone to control, someone to make me feel powerful. Without you, I feel empty. Not sad, empty. Like a black hole that nothing can fill. You are checking your phone. You will not admit it, but you are waiting for me to reach out. You expected the explosion. You expected me to beg, to threaten, to show up at your door. The fact that I am not doing any of that is driving you insane. You are wondering if I already moved on. You are wondering if I ever cared at all. When you were with me, I gave you just enough affection, just enough good days to keep you hooked. And now that you are gone, the silence is doing the same thing. You are craving the hit of my attention. It is the same reason people cannot stop pulling slot machine levers. The reward is unpredictable, so your brain stays locked in. I know you are looking at my social media. You created a fake account, or you are using your friend's phone, but you are looking. So I am posting. I am at the gym. I am out with friends. I am smiling in every photo. I look happy. I look unbothered. I look like I am thriving without you. This is a lie. I feel hollow, but you do not need to know that. Every photo I post is a small wound to your ego. You wanted me to fall apart, but I am showing you the opposite. 3 weeks in, I will break the silence, but not with an apology, with something small, something innocent. Maybe I will text you about something practical. Hey, I think you left your charger here. Or maybe I will send you a photo of something that reminds me of us. Or maybe I will reach out with concern. I heard you were unwell. Are you okay? The message will be carefully crafted. It will not seem manipulative. It will seem kind, thoughtful, mature, like I am trying to be civil. And here is the thing. It will work. Not because you are stupid, but because you are human. And humans are wired to respond to familiarity, especially when they are lonely, especially when they have been questioning their decision. You will respond. Maybe not right away, but you will respond. And the moment you do, I know I still have access. I will not push. That is the mistake amateurs make. I will keep it light. I will keep it friendly. I will make you laugh. I will remind you of the good times. I will make you feel safe enough to let your guard down. And then, slowly, I will start suggesting we talk, just to get closure, just to understand what happened. You will think, this is growth. You will think, I am finally being emotionally mature. You will think, maybe I have changed. I have not changed. I am performing. If you agree to meet, I will show up looking incredible. I will have gotten a haircut. I will be wearing the cologne you loved. I will bring flowers, the expensive kind, from the florist you pointed out once. I remembered. I always remember the details that make you feel seen. I will apologize. Not for the real things, not for the gaslighting, not for making you feel crazy, but I will apologize for enough surface-level things to make it seem like I am taking accountability. I am sorry I did not communicate better. I am sorry I made you feel unheard. Notice how none of those apologies admit to actual abuse. They are vague enough to seem self-aware without actually requiring me to change. I will tell you I have been in therapy. This is either a complete lie, or I went to one session and spent the entire time convincing the therapist that you were the problem. Either way, I will drop therapy into the conversation like it is proof of transformation. I will use therapy language. I will talk about my triggers. I will talk about my attachment style. You will want to believe it. And then I will paint a picture of the life we could have if we tried again. I have been thinking about us a lot. I know I messed up, but I also know what we had was real. I want to do this right. I want to build a real future with you. I will propose specific things. Let us take that trip we always talked about. Let us move in together, but do it right this time. I will make you believe that this time is different, because this time I am willing to do the work. This is not real. This is a script. I have said these exact words to 3 different people. It works every time. If you come back, and most of you do, things will be good for exactly 3 weeks. Maybe a month, if I am feeling generous. I will be attentive. I will be affectionate. I will do the dishes without being asked. I will plan dates. I will meet every need you expressed during the breakup. I will be the partner you always begged me to be. And you will feel so relieved. You will tell yourself you were right to give me another chance. You will tell your friends, I really did change. But here is what you do not see. I am not actually changing. I am just resetting the cycle. I am saying the same lines, making the same promises. The only difference is now you are so desperate for this to work that you are willing to overlook even more red flags. And slowly, so slowly, you will not even notice it happening. I will start withdrawing again. I will start criticizing again. I will start gaslighting again. But this time, when you call me out, I will throw the reconciliation in your face. I am trying so hard. I went to therapy. I apologized. What more do you want from me? Maybe you are the one who is not capable of moving forward. Now you are the problem. Now you are the one sabotaging the relationship, and you will start to believe it. Because I have made you doubt your own reality so many times that you do not even trust yourself anymore. Eventually, you will try to leave again, or maybe I will get bored, or maybe I will have already lined up someone new. Either way, this time, I will not try to win you back. This time, I will make sure you know exactly how worthless you are. I will tell you that you wasted my time. I will tell you I never really loved you. I just felt sorry for you. I will list every insecurity you ever shared with me and use it as a weapon. You always said you were afraid you were not smart enough. You were right. You were afraid nobody would ever really love you. You were right. I will make you feel like the breakup was your failure, and then I will move on publicly and loudly. I will post photos with someone new within a week. I will make sure you see them. I will show the world that I am fine, that I am happy, that I upgraded. The message will be clear. You were replaceable. I am using the new person to hurt you, to make you feel like you were never special. But here is the secret. I am doing the exact same thing to them. The love bombing, the future is faking. The devaluation, the discard. They are not special either. Nobody is. We are all just supplies. We are all just mirrors reflecting back the image I need to maintain. While I am publicly moving on, I am privately destroying you. I am telling everyone who will listen to my version of events, and my version paints you as unstable, vindictive, abusive. I am telling people you cheated, or you lied, or you emotionally harmed me. I am taking everything you accused me of and projecting it onto you. I deny what I did. I attack your credibility. And I reverse the roles so that I become the victim and you become the abuser. And people will believe me, because I am calm when I tell the story, because I am sad when I tell the story. Because I have already been laying the groundwork for weeks, planting seeds, controlling the narrative. When people hear my accusations, they will sound like confirmation of what they already suspected. You will lose friends. You will lose credibility. You might even lose professional opportunities. I will make sure that leaving me costs you something. Because if I cannot have you, if I cannot control you, I will settle for destroying you. But here is the thing I do not tell anyone. The thing I barely admit to myself. I am terrified. Underneath all of this control, all of this manipulation, I am absolutely terrified because you left. And that means somewhere inside you, you found the strength to see through the lies. You found the strength to believe you deserve better. You found the strength to walk away. And that strength, that boundary, it is the one thing I cannot manipulate. I can try to pull you back. I can make you doubt yourself, but I cannot control what you do once you are away from me. I cannot control whether you talk to a therapist who names what I did. I cannot control whether you read articles about narcissistic abuse and see my exact playbook. I cannot control whether your friends finally convince you that you are not crazy. And if you do those things, if you arm yourself with knowledge, if you build boundaries, if you refuse to engage, if you go completely no contact and mean it, then I lose. Completely. Permanently. Because here is the fatal flaw in my entire system. I need you more than you need me. I need your attention. I need your reaction. I need your supply. You are not special in the sense that I loved you uniquely. You are special in the sense that you were available. And if you stop being available, I have to find someone else to fill the void. And that is exhausting. And it is getting harder. Because people are learning. Because survivors are talking. Because the playbook is not secret anymore. So yes, I am most dangerous after you leave. I will do everything I just described. I will try to pull you back. I will smear your name. I will try to destroy you. But there is one thing that terrifies me. What if it does not work this time? What if you actually stay gone? Here is what I just described to you, translated into terms you can defend against. Everything I do after you leave falls into 3 core manipulation tactics, and each one has a fatal weakness. First, the vacuum technique. This is when I reach out after silence, using seemingly innocent contact to suck you back in. It only works if I can reach you. If I can text you, call you, manipulate mutual friends, then I have access. And access equals power. The countermove is radical, no contact. This does not mean blocking me and then checking to see if I tried to reach out. This means complete informational lockdown. Block me on every platform. Block my number. Block my email. Block my family and friends who might be flying monkeys. Change your routines so I cannot accidentally run into you. Do not ask mutual friends about me. Do not let mutual friends tell you about me. Create a firewall so complete that I cannot penetrate it. This will be agonizing at first. You will feel withdrawal symptoms exactly like a substance dependency. You will crave the hit of my attention. Your brain has been conditioned to seek my validation. But if you can withstand the initial withdrawal period, usually 2 to 3 months, the craving will weaken, and I will eventually move on to easier supply. The key is this: narcissists require supply. If you cut off the supply completely, I will be forced to find it elsewhere. I will not sit around pining for you. I will move on. And that is exactly what you want. Second, smear campaigns. This is when I tell everyone our story, but twist it so I am the victim and you are the villain. It works because it relies on your emotional reactivity. If you try to defend yourself by getting angry, by confronting me publicly, you will look exactly as unhinged as I am claiming you are. Your defensiveness becomes evidence for my narrative. The countermove is documentation and strategic boundaries. First, document everything. Keep a record of my messages, my emails, my voicemails. Keep a journal of events with dates and times. This is not to prove to me that I am lying, because I already know I am lying. This is to prove to yourself that you are not crazy, and to have evidence if you need legal protection. Second, refuse to engage publicly. When people come to you with my version, you have 2 options. With people who matter to you, you calmly state your boundary. I am not going to defend myself against lies. If you believe him over me, that tells me everything I need to know. Then you let their response determine whether they stay in your life. With people who do not matter, you offer no emotional reaction. You say something bland. We had different experiences. I wish him well. Then, you change the subject. What I am banking on is you getting defensive, because defensiveness gives me ammunition. If you refuse to give me ammunition, the smear campaign loses power. People will eventually notice that you are calm, and I am the one still talking about you months later. The key is this: do not fight for an audience predisposed to believe the narcissist. Let go of people who side with me. They were never your people. Protect your energy for relationships that are reciprocal. Third, intermittent reinforcement. This is the pattern of giving you just enough kindness mixed with cruelty to keep you hooked. It works because it hijacks your brain's reward system. The unpredictability keeps you locked in a cycle. The countermove is radical pattern recognition and acceptance. You need to accept that the good version of me, the version you fell in love with, was not real. It was a mask. It was a performance designed to hook you. The real me is the person who shows up when I am not trying to impress you, the person who gaslights you, who withdraws affection, who makes you feel small. When I try to pull you back with kindness, recognize it as part of the pattern, not evidence of change. Ask yourself, is this consistent with his long-term behavior, or is this a temporary performance? Has he done the actual internal work required for change, or is he just saying the words, "I want to hear"? The key is this: behavior change requires sustained effort over time, not grand gestures. If I am not in consistent therapy, if I am not taking accountability for specific harmful actions, if I am not respecting your boundaries without you having to enforce them, then nothing has changed. The love bombing is just the setup for the next devaluation. Here is the brutal truth: I will not change. Not for you. Not for anyone. Because change requires me to confront the deep shame and emptiness at my core, and I have spent my entire life building defenses to avoid that. It is easier to find new supply than to do the work of becoming a whole person. The final strategy is soul distancing. This is an internal boundary where you protect your inner world from me completely. Even if you have to co-parent with me, even if you work with me, you will never give me access to your real self again. You do not share your hopes. You do not share your fears. You do not share good news because I will diminish it. You do not share bad news because I will exploit it. You interact with me the way you would interact with a coworker you do not trust. Polite, professional, boundaried, emotionally distant. And while you are building that external boundary, you rebuild your internal world. You go to therapy and process the trauma bond. You reconnect with the people I isolated you from. You engage in activities that make you feel like yourself again. You learn to trust yourself again. You learn that your gut instinct was right all along. You learn that you are not too sensitive, too emotional, too demanding. You learn that what you experienced was abuse, and it was not your fault. This is the counter move that truly defeats me. You become someone I cannot reach anymore. Not because you hate me, but because you have moved beyond me. Because you have reclaimed your reality. Because you have built a life where my opinion of you is irrelevant. And when that happens, I lose all power. Because power was never about me being superior. It was always about you believing you were inferior. The moment you stop believing that, I become nothing. Just a person you used to know. Just a cautionary tale. Just a bad chapter in a story that gets so much better once I am no longer in it. I am only dangerous if you let me back in. The door is yours. Keep it locked. Listen, if you are watching this, and any of this feels familiar, you are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are not too sensitive. What you experienced was real, and it was designed to make you doubt yourself. The fact that you are here, watching this, searching for answers, means you still have your instincts. You still have that voice inside that knows something is wrong. Do not silence that voice. That voice is trying to save you. I know you are probably thinking about all the good times, all the promises, all the potential, but potential is not reality. And you cannot love someone into being the person they pretended to be. So here is what I want you to do. First, make the decision. Decide right now that you deserve better than breadcrumbs. Decide that you are worth more than being someone's backup plan or emotional punching bag. Second, implement no contact like your life depends on it. Block everything. Tell your friends not to pass along information. Delete the fake social media accounts. Cut the cord completely. Third, find your people. Find a therapist who understands narcissistic abuse. Find support groups. Find friends who will hold you accountable when you are tempted to go back, who will remind you why you left when loneliness hits. And fourth, do the work. Journal, process, grieve, rebuild. Figure out what made you vulnerable so you can recognize the red flags next time. Because there will be a next relationship, and you get to decide what kind. You are going to get through this. Some days you are going to want to call them so badly, it physically aches. But I promise you, if you stay the course, if you maintain no contact, if you do the work, one day you are going to wake up and realize you did not think about them yesterday. And then it will be a week, and then a month. And eventually, they will just be a story you tell, a lesson you learned, a bullet you dodged. And when you meet someone who treats you with consistent kindness, who respects your boundaries, who does not make you guess whether they care, you are going to realize just how much you were settling for. Love is not supposed to feel like a battlefield. It is supposed to feel like home. So, if this video helped you, hit that like button so more people can find this information. Subscribe because we are going to keep breaking down these tactics, exposing these patterns, giving you the tools to protect yourself. And drop a comment letting me know where you are on your journey. Are you planning your exit? Are you in no contact? Are you rebuilding? I read every comment, and your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. You are stronger than you think. You are smarter than they told you. And you are absolutely worthy of real love. Keep that door locked. Keep moving forward. I will see you in the next one.